All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Thanks for joining in, everybody, tonight. Today was a good day. We had some In-N-Out burger, and it was good. It was good. We're chilling today, but today we're gonna go through a variety of topics. But this first one is about Tesla instituting a $3,000 discount and maybe even providing an option on whether you want the discount or supercharging. And what does this mean? Does this mean this might happen across other models? Because spoiler alert, it's only on 2 models and it seems like it's a very targeted one. Like, I guess maybe Tesla has like a loyalty department. This is news to me. I didn't know that they would do some sort of outreach like that, but it's good to see that Tesla is on the offensive, on the aggressiveness side, because they're probably seeing it, especially with these 2 models that they started to reach out to. So today we're going to get into a variety of topics, and of course on all my live streams I answer questions that you guys put in the live chat and in the comments as we get to certain portions of the stream. So stick around for that. If you have a specific question, definitely drop it into the chat as well. But before we get into everything, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel. And shout out to my newest Patreon members, Matt, Stefan, and James. Thank you so much for supporting and joining the Tesla Patreon hacking group, where hopefully you got some good benefits, and I was DMing a couple of you last night as well, so thank you for that for sure. So let's just jump into it. This is the article, Tesla Roddy, just coming out straight out of the gates. You can see Tesla is instituting a $3,000 discount, or I guess a loyalty discount, or free supercharging with trade-in. I guess the question is, to me, is like for the supercharging piece, it's certainly not a $3,000 value, especially with how they've given out free supercharging in the past year, because they'd only give it out for like a 2-year time frame. But I wonder, okay, so it's 3 years of supercharging, so I'm not sure if that's even worth the same amount of dollar amount. And people that are buying Teslas, especially the Tesla vehicles that they came out and offered this to, they actually only offered this to Model S and X orders. But if you are a Model 3 or Model Y orders, someone that's looking to purchase one, do not fret. Like, they're probably testing this out right now. They're seeing, if this actually works, this strategy with the Model S and Model X, because the Model S and Model X have a ton of inventory available. Like, if we look at some of the inventory charts, those are probably the highest they ever been compared to the Model 3 or Model Y, and they've kind of just stayed really high. We do see like a decrease here, but that's probably because they're shipping those to like China, because that's the new market. Whoa, this is Model X market. You can see, whoop, going straight up, just like I wish Tesla stock would go. But you can see there's a ton of Model S and X inventory available. And if you're looking for a deal, that's usually where you find them. There was a time where you could see Model S's and X for like what, $10,000-$20,000, well, like $10,000 off. But that was also in December when they were going like absolutely insane. I think the best deal I heard for a Model X was like $133,000 MSRP, and they sold it to the guy, brand new one, for $113,000. So pretty crazy. But now looking back at the new price discounts, maybe it's not as crazy, right? But big news out of today, $3,000 incentive to try and get people that are currently in Teslas, because you got to think about it, right? People that own Model S and X, there could be some people that have a 2013 old Model S. So, maybe Tesla thinks like giving them a $3,000 incentive might get them over the curb to buy another one, but not so much, right? But they, give it to Tesla. They did decrease the price of the Model S and X across the board pretty substantially on that January 13th price discount. So Model S long range went down 10,000, Model S Plaid went down 21,000, X 11, and then Model X Plaid 19,000. So they already had some big price decreases. So to add another $3,000 on top of that, not so bad. But we're definitely not at the levels that the prices of the Model S and X were before all this crazy price increases in the past, like 2021, 2022. But this is good news. This is good news if you're on the fence for buying a Model 3 and Model Y, which I feel like most of the people that come in here and join the cause for sure are. This is good news because they're probably testing this out, seeing if this actually works, seeing if they can add a $3,000 incentive or free supercharging will actually work. But this is good because this is so early on. This is very early on in the quarter, right? We are January 30th, and they're offering something. Who knows? March could be very, very exciting for discounts and incentives. That is for sure. But shout out to Sawyer Merritt. He kind of broke it down a little bit more on the $3,000 discount. And it's not really an advertised one, not like on their website or anything like that. Well, actually, let's check. Let's check before I say that, right? Let's go to the Model S section. It'd be funny if there was like a section right here, that, right across the top of the banner, $3,000 discount. Yeah, so nothing right here. So taking a look at Sawyer Merritt's tweet, it looks like Tesla's kind of just reaching out to customers that currently own the Model S or the X and trying to offer them some sort of discount. So right here it says owner loyalty program rep. Yeah, I had no idea that there was such an even department with Tesla that has ownership loyalty. But that's good, right? So I mean, it would make sense, right? They have all this data of everybody that's driving around in certain vehicles, especially all vehicles, so that they could probably try and they could easily they already know who's driving what, and they already know what price people paid, so they could easily do this and give this program that we've been trying to get Tesla to do for everybody that's paid a higher price last year. So if you want to support the cause and join the cause, go to change.org/Tesla refund, because we really feel like Tesla should do something for everybody that paid a higher price. That was a weird pivot there, but I'm sticking to it. So yeah, Tesla, big news is Tesla offered this $3,000 discount on the Model S and the X, but let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you think this is good? At the end of the day, this is good. That Tesla is trying to do something this early on in the quarter. So hopefully we should see something for the Model 3 and the Model Y, because, the Model Y, I think there's just too much demand right now for the Model Y, especially for those under 55,000. But Model 3 seems to be stagnant, especially the Model 3 standard range. So let me know what your thoughts on that. What do you think? If you have a old Model 3 or older Model 3 or Model Y in the queue, like how much would it take for you to actually trade out of yours and get into a new one? Because trade-in values are a little bit lower right now, especially across all Teslas. So it certainly could take a lot to try and get to offset some of that loss. That's for sure. But we're going to jump into some of the comments and some of the questions. But before we get into that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, including actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or financing a Tesla. And after you schedule the call, or after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price and really good financing. There's a credit union or a couple credit unions on that list with rates as low as 3% to 4%, all the way up to 60 to even 88 months. So definitely check that out if you're interested. But let's jump into some of the comments. Popcorn ready. Love it. Thank you, Terrence. Happy Hippo. Welcome. Alexis, me too. Welcome. CE user. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for always commenting. Alexis, yeah, did you find a car yet? Yeah, you're not even shopping, but market, we're going to talk about that in a little bit, about the market on the used, because there are some people saying that the used Tesla market might have bottomed out and could only go up from here. We potentially have hit the lowest numbers, but we'll definitely talk about it. CEUs are power numbers or power through high profit margins. If they're smart, they would go for numbers on 3 and Y and go for high profit margins on those who can really pay for the S and X. But you got to remember, S and X pricing, there's a lot of competition when you get past $80,000 to $120,000. So that's for Kenny Hong. My Model Y estimated delivery is $315 to $331. Do you think I might lose on the $7,500 credit? I'm trying to contact Tesla, but no one is picking up the phone. Yeah, that is tough. That is quite the possibility. That's for sure. I wouldn't even try calling or texting at this point. I would try go to your local Tesla center and bring some donuts, because you're going to have to sweet talk them. That's for sure. See you, user. 3 years, it's a joke. Better than nothing though, knowing how greedy they are. Yeah, supercharging is for 3 years is definitely not worth $3,000. I would just take the 3,000. Yes, very greedy. Yeah, I kind of agree. See user, throw some crumbs or coins in the road, see how people react. Yeah, basically it's just see like 3,000. They're testing the market. That's for sure. Arfron, Krishi. Yeah, so only for the S and S. Yeah, confirmed only for the S and X. But maybe it doesn't hurt. Like if you're already talking to a Tesla advisor through text or phone or whatever, and you haven't placed an order yet, that's the hungriest that Tesla advisor is ever going to be with you. Just shoot your shot. Just be like, hey, I heard there's a $3,000 discount. What's up? See what they say. Maybe they'll come back with something else. Who knows for sure. Lifetime supercharging should be made available for sale. Yeah, that'd be sick if they brought that back for the S and X. Alexis can finally wait for a Model 3. Let's go. I know, right? If not so much until they wait to open the SE market. Yeah. If they open supercharging, it's going to be very interesting. Tapia, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Ed Malone, owner loyalty. Yeah, exactly. We'll see what other discounts come out of that department. They should increase prices for those for exclusivities. Yeah, owner loyalty should apply to Q4 23 buyers and hook it up with full self-driving. Yeah, 1,000%. Trading my 18 Model 3 Model LR for my new Model 3 Performance. Where's my loyalty discount, Tesla? Hey, maybe you got to wait it out. If you just wait it out a little bit longer, there could be a loyalty discount because they're testing it now, and maybe they might in the future. Who knows at this point? Sawant, last year around my May 2022, delivered it around $39K for standard. Oh, that's not bad. Nice. Good price. Today I was at a SC and 2 other Model 3s were charging, and these guys rented their cars from Hertz for 5 to 6 months and driving the Uber. Must be lucrative for them. Yeah, I've looked into that program because I was just curious, and I think they can get them anywhere from like $700 to $800 a month, which sounds expensive. Like actually, it does kind of sound expensive because if you were to just buy it yourself, you could probably save some money. But, you got to remember some of those people can't, maybe get financing on their own like that. So they'd rather just, use someone else's car. And you got to think like Uber drivers that if they work 5-7 days a week and they're spending a lot of gas, they could certainly make that pencil and not have to worry about any sort of the maintenance. Tapia, Dennis still hasn't shown us his Model X. I'm still hoping he still has it. Yeah, good point. What if it's gone already? What if? I'm in the process of getting my used Model Y. Are there any places like where I can get it inspected, like Firestone? If it's like a year or two old, I wouldn't even bother. Like Teslas are pretty bulletproof. You could probably just look at it once, drive it around the block, drive it at high speeds on the highway to make sure, everything is okay. Firestone inspection wouldn't really help you at all. Unless you could do a Tesla Center pre-purchase inspection, but I don't even know if they actually do that. Yeah. Richard, any tips on handling delivery day damage with Tesla not giving any loaner rentals? Picked up my Model YP and it was hit in the front 2.5 weeks while the car, and they won't give it. Yeah, because that's not a warranty issue. That's like an insurance thing. So you should talk to your insurance to see if they'll give you any sort of credit because that's because since it was an accident, that's like more of an insurance thing. That's for sure. Picking up my Model Y long range tomorrow. 59,700 tax rate. Yeah, seems like a good deal. I mean, if you got one under 55,000, that is a hot commodity. That's for sure. Oh, I realized I can click this button. Hello. Oh, that's cool. Matt French, how can I boost up delivery date for Model Y to try and get it before March 1st? Go to your local Tesla service center. That's for sure. That's how you're going to be able to get them to bump it up or try and match you to any sort of incoming inventory. See user, 59K for 7 seats, I hope. Otherwise, you might miss out on the price cap. Yeah, hopefully the price that he quoted was with taxes, tags, and everything, because that would hopefully make sense. That's for sure. All right. Looks like we got good, loving the comments and loving the questions, everybody jumping in. I think that's the benefit of the live streams. If you guys can join it, of course, you can ask any questions and I'll try and get to it to, address any questions and concerns, because buying a Tesla can be tough. That's for sure. But big news out today, $3,000 discount for the Model S and the X. And, we'll wait and see, right? Because Tesla likes to test stuff out. We certainly like to see that in China where they test stuff out first. And so now hopefully in the US, they'll bring this the Model S and X have it now. Hopefully they'll bring that to the Model 3 and Y. But my question is, if you have a 2019 Model 3, would that push you over the edge to purchase it, like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, or are you going to buy it anyways because of the trade-in values could be a little bit higher or lower? That's for sure. But yeah, welcome back. Let's see what else we got today. Let's see. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about we made it to the Wall Street Journal. I guess a quick reaction video, and shout out to the Wall Street Journal and shout out to Nora Eckert for highlighting our story. If you haven't seen it, our change.org petition, the one that we put together to try and get a discount full self-driving or some sort of software discount or something for everybody that purchased at a higher price last year, has been highlighted by the Wall Street Journal. So we'll quickly go through that and do like a quick reaction to it. But if you don't know, this is the change.org petition. It's change.org/Tesla refund. And basically I put this together because, I really felt like, Tesla slighted a lot of customers that paid a higher price last year by dropping the price of some vehicles like the Model Y long range by $13,000, which is absolutely insane overnight. And, there's a lot of people out there that probably have a distaste with Tesla right now because of those higher prices. Like I literally was just talking to someone that has an out the door price of $89,000, and like that's tough. Like that is definitely tough. And my one tip for that is that if you have bought a higher priced vehicle or Tesla last year, make sure your insurance coverages are locked in. Make sure you have gap protection because, worst case scenario, bad accident or something and the vehicle totals out, insurance companies might not pay out the full amount. So just make sure your insurance coverages are locked in and set. But shout out to the Wall Street Journal. They posted this article today, or Nora Eckert wrote this article. Had a nice chat with her last week, but the big headline is Tesla big price cuts fuel owner backlash, and we made it to 2 paragraphs on here. The first paragraph was, quote, the operator of one Tesla focused YouTube channel organized a petition asking that customers who purchase a car before the lower prices took effect get free or discounted software downloads. It received over 6,000 signatures, and as of today, it looks like it jumped us up. We're almost at 6,600 signatures now. So thank you to Wall Street Journal and Nora for highlighting this. And then if we go down to where we actually highlighted, who runs a YouTube channel for Tesla owners and buyers, petition seeking compensation in the form of free services for Tesla owners who purchased their vehicles in 2022. The goal is to return value to Tesla drivers who feel slighted. I like that word, slighted, by the cuts, he said. Quote, I think this is a great opportunity for them to, rewrite the sentiment, said Mr. Wang, who purchased several Teslas in the past, but wouldn't personally benefit from this petition if successful. Yeah, because I really feel like Tesla, slighted their customers, and this is a chance for Tesla to rewrite kind of that bad taste that a lot of those owners had and get them more excited. So my 3 things that I'm asking Tesla to do is either give full self-driving a trial, give a discount on EAP, enhanced autopilot, or full self-driving, or even just giving free supercharger miles, something to give that sort of value. I certainly understand the numbers of supply, demand, and I don't know, business deals and making a purchase, but to drop something overnight by $13,000, that's insane. I would just put it that way. So definitely check it out if you want to support the petition. It's change.org/Tesla refund. Even if you don't agree, like I get a lot of comments that say like, oh, would you go to the Best Buy store and ask for a price adjustment? I mean, I would, because there's price protection on like headphones, and if you use certain credit cards, you can get that money back if you know what. But of course, I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess no. Like, would a Best Buy drop price? I guess they could at the end of the day, but definitely check it out if you're interested in supporting the cause. Change.org/petition. But I want to quickly highlight that the Wall Street Journal wrote about us. So we made it to there, and hopefully it gets us more visibility so that Tesla and the executives see our petition and do something about it, because I feel like they just should at this point. But let's jump into some of the comments and some of the questions. Let's see. They should increase price for those exclusivity. Yeah. Yep. Sorry. Let's see here. Let's see. Last year around May 22, delivered around 39K for starter. Sorry, I guess I'm a little bit behind here. Insurance Model X. Let's see. Hello. How can I boost up delivery date? The tax credit It says it's available until March of 2023. What is the exact date? We don't know yet, actually. Tesla, well, the IRS hasn't come out and said anything yet, so it could be as early as March 1st all the way to March 31st. But I think they're going to be a lot quicker this time around. Lease or wait or just buy? It depends. Right now, leasing, you don't get that full $7,500 tax rate. We don't know. So it depends if you need a car. I made a video yesterday on should you buy a Tesla Model 3 standard range. It really just depends. Hit the like button. Thank you. Mike Smith, S and X resale are tanking. You can buy an S Plaid with a few thousand miles for less than $100,000. Yeah, for sure. Like those vehicles, they definitely go off a cliff. You can get really good deals on the Model S and the X, and that only like a year or two old as well. So like refresh. This is the most engaging live stream. Yeah, I think that's like the benefit, right? Like anyone that jumps in onto the live stream, you guys can ask really any questions about buying a Tesla and I try and get to it. That's for sure. So thanks for jumping in and joining on the live stream. I still watch, even though I took delivery on 12/29, I want to see what's happening. Yeah, I love it. And also like, it's not your first Tesla, right? Like Tesla, once you get into the ecosystem, you understand Teslas and you see how smart the Tesla systems are, you really start to understand it, and it's really hard to drive anything else because of how intuitive the Tesla software is. See user, I wonder how much the insurance rates for those, Mike Smith. Yeah, insurance. Let's hit the like button well deserved. Thank you. If you ordered on January 14th and January 17th, the VINs are coming through. I ordered on January 17th. My VIN arrived January 30th for delivery Feb 8th to Feb 11th. Yeah, VINs come and go. It also depends on where you are in the country. If you're near California or Texas, you might not get your VIN right away because those are where the factories are until maybe like later on, because Tesla kind of plays this game with logistics where they try and ship the cars as far as possible throughout the first and second month of the quarter, and then they kind of give up by the second half of the quarter to just deliver cars as quickly as possible to people that are closest to try and get that delivery count. You were in the New York Post today too. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. 59.61 out the door after 52.990 plus tax. All right, good. Then you're perfectly within that tax credit. That's for sure. I've been sharing on Facebook pages and on Tesla forums. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. I've been watching this since I came across Dennis on YouTube. Never a dull moment, always interesting. Oh, thank you, CA user. Ordered on Jan 14, no VIN yet, California. Okay. Have you gone to your local Tesla center and tried to lock down a VIN to try and get them to get squared away on a vehicle? Dennis, who is the best loan rate on the market right now? I think the best right now is 3% for 60 months. I've made a couple videos and I will be making a video this week, an updated video, probably Thursday or Friday, still working on the giveaway prize for that video. And we're going to give away something pretty cool, something that I think a lot of you that own Teslas will really like that you can install into your house that goes like this into the Tesla that possibly charges up. It might be a cool giveaway. We're gonna release that probably on the financing video, and hopefully we can square that away for sure. Ordered on January 21st, no VIN yet, Florida. Ooh, yeah. Go into like a local Tesla center and try and lock it down. That is for sure. I live in Texas and get my delivery Saturday for the Model 3 standard range. On the Tesla app, it says my insurance is expiring soon. Do I need to just show them my active insurance on delivery? Yes. And then make sure your insurance is like good for like 6 months. Don't make that it can't expire like within the next month or so. But certain states are different. Like the states where I've bought in cars, Maryland, California, I haven't bought anywhere else. You could just show them active insurance. The car doesn't have to be on the insurance, but it just has to be active. But I guess I'm hearing that other states, the car has to be actually on it, but I'm not sure if that, actually works, but who knows? The Best Buy example is a weak argument. We typically don't have to take a loan to buy something from a retail store. Yeah, I saw that someone commented, I think it was on this article. It's like, you don't take out a loan to buy an iPhone, but there are people that take loans out to buy an iPhone. But yeah, I certainly understand for sure. Tesla should give free full self-driving, not trials, since they are valuing at $15,000 or free supercharging. Yeah, they should give something at this point. They need to come out and do something. This quietness is just a lot of people just stewing in the background. That's how I feel like. That's for sure. All right, water break. All right, so we are going to jump into our next topico. Let's see what else we got. What else we got here? Okay. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about Tesla parking sensors, or are they enabled, or is Tesla Vision finally going to come out and actually enable them? We found something on Reddit that looks like might be a screenshot or something, that because for a while the Model 3, Model Y, and now even the Model S and X don't have those ultrasonic parking sensors, which actually, it's pretty bad, I would say, at the end of the day. But it looks like Tesla is starting to implement Tesla Vision to kind of replace that system. So we'll take a look at this, post that we saw and see. I mean, now I'd love to see a test of all this, but this is good news for people that don't have those parking sensors, that hopefully this technology can replace it. Or maybe it won't. We'll see. We'll take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at this. This is from Reddit. The title here is "Owner Finds Tesla is Already Using Vision to Replace Ultrasonic Parking Sensors." So let's take a look at this. I guess right here there's a screenshot of the UI. There is a distance because when you're backing up on your Tesla, it shows you, how close you are. Like it says 18 inches for the example. And I guess this vehicle does not have the parking sensors. So it's a Tesla owner and EV mechanic, Occupy Mars. Okay, shared a video of their salvage 2018 Model 3 detecting distances without its ultrasonic sensors. Okay, good news. Good news. Very good news. Shout out to Occupy Mars for posting this video, because looks here, confirming camera detection. Interestingly, Occupy Mars vehicle only detected the distances while in reverse. Although a lot of the car is taken apart, this could be due to the early software or hardware issues. Okay, well, either way, at the end of the day, if this is actually coming out, that's going to be good. That's for sure, because I feel like if I bought a Tesla without those USS sensors, like I don't know what I would feel, because it's supposed to be a luxury vehicle, right? Like in pretty much all vehicles have this type of technology, even like Toyota Camrys, I would say. And for Tesla to remove it and not give some sort of software replacement, that is tough, that's for sure. But this is good that they are bringing something back, and hopefully this comes out with the next few updates. I mean, Tesla's usually really quick with the updates, so I mean, this should be able to come out very soon. But let me know what you guys' thoughts on it. Do you think I don't know. We'll see the kind of the before and after to see how like accurate it is versus USS. But at the end of the day, with Tesla, Tesla doesn't give up. They'll constantly update the vehicles, go at it until it's like better, or they just give up on it entirely. But let me know what your thoughts on it are. It seems good that it's finally coming out, but we'll see. We'll actually see once it's actually out. That's for sure. But this is kind of like a rumored piece, or not rumored because there's a video of it, but hopefully it's coming out really, really soon. So let's jump into some of the comments and some of the questions. It was a quick topic on that. Just got my used 2018 long range with FSD with 35 for 30K. Not bad, not bad. That's like an Alexa deal right there. That's for sure. Used prices are a good alternative. Yes, 1000%. Martha, taking mine back to the shop for the third time since receiving on December 23rd. Nothing but problems on the Y, overpriced, and I've only had it 3 weeks. Ooh, 3 times. So there's this thing called lemon law. If supposedly after the third time for the same issue by bringing it to the shop, Tesla should buy your vehicle back, and you might have to hire a lawyer for that. But you can Google that lemon law. If you having too many problems with it, you might be able to make a case. The argument, Happy Hippo, the argument that I've been posting is that no other brands, Lexus, Nissan, Toyota, Honda, Mitsubishi, Ford, have ever decreased all their models across the board by thousands of dollars. And Happy Hippo, you are exactly correct. And you emailed me an article that we are going to take a look as well. And it's regarding the Mach-E, because they did decrease some prices, right? But they are doing, it looks like they're doing something for the customers as well. So, really a stark difference, right, between two different OEMs or manufacturers. Premature 2019 long range Stealth here. Love Stealth. Great car with a bumpy ride. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to tell everybody. Model 3, Model Y, Great cars, unfortunately, they're luxury pricing, but they're not luxury quality. And suspension is a big part of that. Model 3 suspension is rough, and Model Y suspension is also rough. I would say Model 3 is a little bit rougher, but Model Y a little bit softer, I would say. Still waiting for my VIN yet. Go into a store, try and get one, lock one down. I did read that the Y and 3 qualifies for the 3,000 discount when you trade in your old Tesla. Okay, then maybe that would be cool if you could trade in your Tesla Model 3 or Y and get that $3,000 discount. That might be worth it then. I mean, that's definitely a decent deal because, yeah, especially if you live in a place that also adds a sales tax credit for trading in your vehicle, that would be super nice. That's for sure. Worth trading? Yeah, sure. Why not? Low percentage credit union? Exactly. I make a ton of videos about credit unions on the channel. Definitely go check it out. But if you don't want to go searching through all that, there's a Patreon link down below in the description where you can get direct access. And I literally just updated it yesterday. Spent like an hour updating my list, and there's like 5 or 6 credit unions on that list now. That's for sure. But Patreon link down below in the description. Derek ordered 128. So excited to get a VIN. Congrats. So you didn't get a VIN yet? So yeah, it's coming. I would say go to your store, the picture right here, go to your store and try and talk to someone. Will the Model 3 performance price go down? Possibly. I think it's priced exactly right now because it qualifies for that tax credit. So I'm not sure the Model 3 performance price will go down. I could see standard range go down, but not the Model 3 performance or the Model 3 long range. That's for sure. Thank you for answering my question. Yeah, of course, no problem. Carlos, I have a question. If you buy a used Tesla from a third-party dealer, do you still qualify for the tax credit? Only if it's under $25,000, which tough. I don't have a wall charger. Oh, wall charger. Well, I guess you could sell it. Maybe you can ask them for a cash out. Only if it's under 25K. Exactly. Just tuned in. 3K discount, free supercharging. Yep, exactly. It looks like it's rolling out for the Model S and the X for previous owners that will trade in. But if you're Model 3 or Model Y, do not fret. Most likely Tesla is testing this with the Model S and the X, and they'll probably roll it out to the 3 and the Y. I would say if they were to roll it out last week of February and definitely March, because that's when they're certainly going to get antsy if they're not getting any deliveries. Miggy just took delivery Saturday after locking down a demo. Nice, congrats. Enjoy in good health. Should I get Gap added on a lease? Oh no, if you're leasing, you have no worries. That's kind of the only one huge, or there's 2 benefits to leasing. The first benefit to leasing is the having it really clean with a payment that you can write it off or whatever for business purposes. The second benefit is risk mitigation. If you're leasing a car, let's say you're leasing a Tesla, you get into an accident, bad Carfax, we all know that bad Carfax cars are less value, but you don't have to worry when you're leasing. You just give it back to the Tesla department. It's their problem and they have to go and sell it. So that's really the one benefit to leasing is risk mitigation. Hadrian, Model 3 performance went down already. It will go up very soon. Don't wait, for sure. From the DC area, booked on the 17th, no VIN yet. Love that topic, Dennis. Parking sensors. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully this should come out soon. I was fortunately able to get a used Tesla that had it, but I can't imagine having a Tesla without the sensors. But Vision needs to come out and just replace that technology. That's for sure. When T-Present 700 miles range EV. Got it. Great information on the channel. Highly recommend. Thank you. So the mechanic disabled the sensors on the salvage Model 3? Possibly. Is the Model Y part of the deal? Not yet. Not yet. I'm saying yeah. I'm sticking to the yet because it will come soon, I would say. Razor. I paid $55,990 for Model 3. Long range took delivery in September. Nice. Not bad. I mean, the price is a little bit lower now, but you had it, 3 months earlier, so I wouldn't even fret. Do you qualify for the tax rate if you buy from a third-party dealer? If it's under $25,000 and third-party dealer, yes. All is good until you hit something. At my local car wash, a Tesla Model Y almost got into an accident from backing up when another car was backing up. Sensors are lifesavers. The loud beep helps. And actually, I just learned something this past week that a Toyota and Lexus vehicle, they have sensors all around. Like when you're backing up with any of those vehicles, well, don't quote me on this because I only heard it from one thing, but when you're backing up, because there's sensors, it will auto stop no matter what. And you can literally test it by backing up. I mean, I would never test it, but you could just keep backing up and it will auto stop 100% of the time, 99% of the time. But, that's cool technology, I guess, because a lot, we all can get into random accidents. So that's for sure. All right, so welcome back. Welcome back to another stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to talk about these Mach-E discounts. Shout out to Happy Hippo for sending me the article first. And it looks like Ford is going in a different direction for this. They actually are giving previous owners some sort of credit or some sort of discount, which is like, what's going on? Like, how come they can do this, but Tesla, I mean, well, not how come they can do this, but this hopefully will send a signal. I mean, this should be highlighted more that, they're doing something for their previous buyers, and how Tesla is quiet at the moment. So if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, including scheduling a call with me. But more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at this. Shout out to Happy Hippo, send me an article. Also shout out to Car Dealership Guy for isolating this down in a spreadsheet format. Pricing wars have begun. Ford cutting prices on all electric Mustang Mach-E's following Tesla's lead. Yeah, the Tesla price, the EV price wars have begun. Kind of sounds like a Star Wars episode or something. The EV price wars. But you can see here across the board, there were some discounts. So I guess the select version only got $900 to $600. Oh, that's kind of boring. California Roots got a $5,500 discount. Premium got $39, and Premium E all-wheel drive got $36. GT, which is their hyper Model 3 Performance or GT Mach-E Performance, $5,900 discount. Okay. I mean, basically it's more, I would say, is it more competitive? I don't know, actually, like a 50,000. Yeah, I guess so. It's like basically in line with Model Y pricing. And the crazy thing with this is like how quickly they were able to do this, right? You got to think like, big legacy Ford manufacturer, or because they did kind of siphon off and separate their electric division. So maybe that's why they're a little bit more quicker. But it's been 17 days since Tesla did their discounts, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And now Ford has came out with their adjustments for sure as well. But the big thing with this, and shout out to Happy Hippo, because here that sent me this article. Here's an article from Business Insider. There's a paragraph in here that is pretty interesting, unless they already removed it. All right, where'd it go? Oh man, let's see. There we go. So Mach-E customers already waiting for the orders will be given the adjusted price for the vehicle arrives. I mean, that's pretty standard, right? I would hope they would do that adjustment, because why would anybody order? They just cancel the order and order another one. But this second line here, and current owners will hear from Ford for personal offers designed to refund the difference in price they paid before the cuts. Personal offers designed to refund the difference in the price before they paid the cuts. So the question is like, what's the time frame there? What are these personal offers? Hopefully it's not something silly like buy another Ford Mach-E and get $6,000 off or something like that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I mean, I want to hear more on how they're actually going to do that, and hopefully maybe they'll come out with something, and then Tesla will see that they've already done something like that, their customers are happy, and then Tesla will follow suit as well. Because I mean, what Mach-E customers, I don't even know how many Mach-E's did they sell. How many Mach-E's did Ford sell in 2022? It's probably not even close to the volume that Tesla sold in the, it's probably much minuscule. But you can see here, Ford sold 40,000 Mach-E's in 2022. And Tesla sold 400,000 Tesla vehicles. So there's definitely a bigger customer base that could be happier. And if you want to support the channel, if you're just not support the channel, if you want to support the cause, if you bought a Tesla last year and you feel slighted, there is a petition out here where we are trying to get some attention from the Tesla sales executives and Elon Musk. We are over 6,600 signatures strong. The link is change.org/Tesla refund, because I really feel like Tesla has a chance right now to kind of change, I guess, the narrative, change, a lot of people probably have a distaste in their mouth about Tesla, because, to drop the vehicle price $13,000, it's tough, that's for sure. So definitely check out the petition, sign it. We plus 600 signatures today. So definitely check it out. if you're interested. But big news, Tesla or Ford, adjusting their prices as much as $6,000 off, and the pricing wars have begun. The only thing I saw from this was like Lucid did like a $7,500 discount off their leases, which is basically just passing the credit, but we still have a lot of other manufacturers to respond. And this is good, right? I mean, it puts more pressure on Tesla because then maybe Tesla will have to lower their prices even more. I've been speculating for a little bit that the Model 3 standard range will decrease in price more, and so maybe we'll see some action from that as well. But let's jump into some of the comments and some of the questions. But before we get into that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. If you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link down below where you can. There's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price, including a couple credit unions on that buying guide that has interest rates as low as 3% to 4%, all the way from 60 to even 80 months. So definitely check out if you're interested, or if you don't even want to do that, there's actually plenty of videos on my channel where I actually just give you all the financing answers. Check that out on the channel if you want to dig through and check them out as well. Salman, does it worth to buy Model T without? Does it worth? Yes. I hit the like button right away to well deserved. Thank you. Miggy, I placed an order 115, never got a VIN, so locked in double security tax credit. Any way to get the 250 back from the original order? Yes, there is a way. I don't try and like put it out publicly on stream, only to Patreon members, but there is a way. I actually have gotten it twice back. And I just, if you join, I'll respond to your DM, and I've gotten it back twice. So I don't want to make it like a known way to do it out there. See, user, would you still qualify the rebate with your lemon law claim, Dennis, since it's not your fault? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, probably. I don't. Yeah, like let's say you buy it, you get the tax credit, then you lemon law at 6 months. Technically, you bought the car, so. I mean, at the end of the day, going through the lemon law, I feel like will cost you some money. Like you do get a bulk of your money back, but lawyer fees, like I've never gone through it, but I can only imagine you're going to have to pay something to get the car bought back. So you won't get completely whole. But if someone has, done that in the past, let me know. I'm curious like exactly on the schematics. I would love to hear your experience on lemon law. And Malone, Dennis, you should do a live stream to talk about Tesla insurance and the beta safety score. Aggressive turning is my bane. Yeah, I mean, I've heard great things about Tesla insurance, low rates, of course, but I just don't like that. I guess that big brother feel where they can track and what times you're driving, how fast you're driving, and all that stuff. I just don't like that feeling for sure. And they can just raise. From what I last heard is like once they issue a quote, they can't raise that rate. They can only decrease it, but who knows? Cake, the Mach-E price drop is a joke. It's far less than the increase Ford implemented just a few months ago. Yeah, so that's what I thought. Like Ford did increase the price, and then now they just dropped it. So just an up-down game. Maybe they knew Tesla was going to decrease the price, so they raised it and then dropped it down. How's the Model X ride quality versus Model Y? A lot better. That's not a lot better. It's great because of the air suspension. When I had the Model S, it really changed my perspective on Teslas because of that air suspension feature, and it's just really, really nice. And actually, I kind of want another Model S, like just because like how nice they look at that lowered suspension look. How would a lemon law work on a lease? I don't know. That's a good question. I actually have no idea on a lease. Yeah, because it should still work, but yeah, I have no idea because you're technically not the owner. Tesla or whatever financing bank is the owner. 25K miles or $25,000? $25,000 for the used EV tax credit. It has to be purchased from a dealer under $25,000. They have enough cushion to lower prices at the timing they think is best. Yeah, sure, 100%. Company out there working on 3D sensors. That'd be interesting, like a retrofit for your Tesla vehicles. Next gen 3D LiDAR. Yeah, 100%. Is this in California too? Yes. Put the deposit down on the Model Y long range. Congrats. Will change to performance if my delivery date won't make the 315 cutoff. Just be aware of that. Performance, Model Y performance does not qualify for the tax credit because it's above $55,000. My recommendation to you is go into a local Tesla center, sales center, and try and get them to lock you down on a VIN. I own a Platinum Highlander. Love Toyotas. Toyota just came out and said they sold 10.5 million vehicles across the world. Whew, that's a lot of vehicles, that's for sure. Yang. Yeah, Dennis, took delivery of, sorry, I'm scrolling. Took delivery of my Model Y performance, and with no USS, it sucks when parking in the garage with 2 cars. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could, what can you do there? Hang a tennis ball? What are some hacks for that? Sensors and cameras are amazing. That is true. I had Happy Hippo. That is true. I had a Lexus, and it does stop, slam on the brake when you are backing up, which is annoying. That's funny. Yeah. So maybe it's too conservative, which I could see that. That's for sure. But, I guess it's working as well. Is there a way to save on or eliminate the delivery transport fee when ordering? Got to talk to a Tesla advisor. They've got some magical levers that they might be able to, help you work with that as well. Mach-E with comparable features to a Model Y long range is 61,000. Yeah, I mean, people love the Mach-E, or some people do, but I don't know. I don't think I can get down with the Mach-E. That's for sure. I don't think I like the front of it or the back of it. I don't know. I think it's tough because no supercharging network, and I certainly a lot of us drive a lot for sure. Is Tenet finance the way to go? Depends on your strategy. If you're looking for the most absolute lowest monthly payment, and you want to defer that $7,500 tax credit, it can make a lot of sense. So it depends on what strategy you're trying to go at the end of the day. If Ford can do it for the Mach-E, no excuse why Tesla can't do something comparable. Exactly. Like Ford's basically showing up Tesla right here. I mean, at the end of the day, Ford, 40,000 vehicles, giving some sort of discount to some of them versus the 200, 400,000 vehicles that Tesla sold. I mean, I guess I could see it from that angle, but they still should do something. And that's why full self-driving, enhanced autopilot, free supercharging. Well, free supercharging has a cost to them because of electricity costs, but enhanced autopilot and full self-driving, it's software costs. So they just flip the switch, right? Exactly. Distaste will not deter Tesla buyers if manufacturer divas can't make them reconsider. Nothing else will. That's a valid point at the end of the day. Great channel. Thanks, Dennis. No, thank you for jumping in and joining in and dropping that comment. Trust but verify. Prefer 3K incentive for existing Tesla owners without a trade-in. Tesla trade-in offers are known to be below private sale by a lot. Anticipate more discount in the coming months. Yeah, that's for sure. And that's my one tip or one warning with Tesla trade-in. Every time someone asks me, should I trade in their car to Tesla? I pretty much say a hard no, because I just had a friend that was trying to trade in their EV6. Shout out to Joseph. I can pull up the text, but it was I think he was going to go in with a $38,000 valuation on the vehicle via text and email. And when he got there, they dropped it down to $30,000 with no reason. So I would not trade in a vehicle to Tesla at all. I would sell it to any other private seller, CarMax, or really any. There's plenty of ways to get more value for your vehicle. And in fact, I've highlighted a bunch of different ways on the channel. Ghost. Is it time to buy a Model X now, or should I wait? Looking for used demo refresh Model X. Great question. I love the refresh Model X. I would say go to cars.com, Auto Trader, Car Gurus, find out what your parameters are. It seems like they've dropped even more, like 95 to 100,000 for 2022, and just throw in a bunch of offers until someone bites. And it's a numbers game at the end of the day. Abraham, welcome. Would it be smart to buy an old Model S under $25,000, get that 4K rebate for some people? I don't know if I can get down with that old of a Model S. I'd rather you do an older Model 3, because for a Model S to be under that price, it's got to be 2012, 2013, which is pretty old at the end of the day. So I'm not sure I could get down for that. That's for sure, because that's going to have other issues if you don't have a warranty, which could be tough at the end of the day. Jonathan, Tesla trading values are a joke. They should just offer fairly market trading value. Exactly. Yeah. It's tough. What's the best credit union with high approval rate? That's a great question. Check out the channel, check out the videos on the channel or the Patreon link down below in the description. Any trade-in is bad. Anywhere selling them is the better option. Yes. Private sale is the best, but I certainly understand how time is money. And if you have a vehicle coming in a week for a delivery date, it's tough to try and line up a private deal because, a buyer has to have all their ducks lined up in a row to buy it with financing, unless someone's paying cash. And actually, the 2 past cars that I sold in California, they just came with, but that's California, I guess. Crazy, that's for sure. Yang, Tesla should go back to when purchasing a performance model, it automatically has FSD. Did they actually do that? I actually had no idea. That's sick if they did. I got a 2020 Model 3. Can I trade it for... Dr. Pikachu, do you always change your logo, your icon? You always come in here with a different one. I love it. I love the brand. Yeah, I'm honored that you always come in and join. See, user, they're agreed to do that. Lemma Yang, exactly. 3K, yeah, joke, yeah, 3K on top of whatever value, but that'd be funny. Like, we'll give you 3K. Like Tesla coming out and saying they'll give you 3K for a trade-in, thinking that's good. You can see that, right? I still kind of want the Model YP, but if my long range isn't going to get delivered in time to be eligible for the credit, I'll just go with the performance. I mean, that's a big price difference. I mean, Model Y performance is cool and stuff. I mean, get the bigger rims, spoiler, and all that stuff, but I'm not sure it's worth what, $10,000 difference for that speed. I don't know. That's a lot of money. I mean, you could do a lot of stuff. You could do PPF, you could do tin, ceramic, the whole 9 and still be ahead for sure. Did you end up buying a Tesla? Yes, I did. All right, water break. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for jumping in on the stream. Let's see here. What do we got? We got one more topic today. I thought this was pretty interesting. Good for everybody that's, tracking the used Tesla side of things, which, yeah, we're going to talk about. Hopefully Alexis is in the chat and ready for this next segment on the used side. That's for sure. So welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about the used Tesla market. And some are saying that the used prices have bottomed. And so we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at this tweet. It's coming from a pretty, credible, reliable source, always kind of macroly looking at the market out there. So we will take a look at it and see what the reasons are, because this might mean that if you're shopping for a used Tesla, now might be the chance, now through maybe even March. But we will take a look at it. If you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at this tweet. We also, on this channel, we do take a look at the new Tesla side as well as the used side, because I'm all about, getting the best deal for you and me, of course. And so for a while, I was taking a look at the used Teslas, and I might have, bought one right before these price cuts, but it's okay. At the end of the day, we bought a Tesla. It's a good Tesla, and I still have yet to make that release video. I've filmed a bunch of it, but I haven't gotten to it. But anyways, I digress. Shout out to Car Dealership Guy on Twitter. Really good. He supposedly owns a car dealership, a used car dealer. And those are like the best ones I would recommend. If you're looking to sell your vehicle, talk to a used private dealership that only sells used cars, because you got to think about it, right? That they have to know the market, and they have to offer you the highest price, because that's the only thing they can turn around and sell. They either have to buy it from you off the street or buy it from Manheim Auction and all these other places. So shout out to Car Dealership Guy. Quote, spoke with a smart CEO of a major dealer group today. He believes that used car prices have bottomed and it's only up from here. Here are his 3 reasons why. So taking a look at this, I mean, this is a great site. Cargurus.com tracks all the different used retail list prices across the board. And it's just a lot of red here. You can see, right? There's a lot of red, but Tesla, of course, is the lowest. You can, oh, that's Toyota. Whoops. Taking a look at Tesla, you can see Tesla's prices are down, what, 19, 17, 18%, 20% year over year, 19% in the past 30 days. So, these are the lowest it's been in a while. And so it might have a bottom. And the reasons why, let's take a look at some of the reasons why. But the first one is, number one, less used car supplies in the market. Dealers are holding leaner inventories due to higher holding costs because interest rates have gone up. Because, spoiler alert, a lot of these, whoa. Oh no, what happened? Oh gosh, I lost myself. Because, spoiler alert, oh man, I lost my camera. How do I get this? No, what's going on? Okay. All right, we're just having fun now. Oh, there we go. Look, I'm back. All right. Well, spoiler alert. I don't even know how I'm going to edit that. But spoiler alert, dealers that have used car inventories usually don't pay cash for each and every one. They hold these vehicles on loans and interest rates. And so they could be potentially, those that used car dealer on the corner of the lot that has 20 vehicles, they could be paying interest on each and every single vehicle that they're holding on the lot. So of course this forces them, if interest rates go up, then they cannot be holding as many vehicles because they just have less vehicles going in and out. So day supply, in other words, the average number of days it takes to sell a used vehicle has significantly dropped over the past months. Less supply equals higher prices. Number two, new car prices are at a record high. Even at the current price level, used cars are still much cheaper relative to new cars, and it's unlikely that new car prices will come down unless you're Tesla and dropping the price $13,000 overnight. The structural cost increases of building a new car will take lots of time to unwind. And the other thing is, this is also happening on the new side. Inventory is starting to build up in certain models that are not the hottest models, so this could put a lot of pressure on the used car side as well. Number three, there's lots of pent-up demand entering the market. Used car prices finished 2022 down nearly 15% year over year, with the majority of the drop happening in Q4. Many shoppers have waited on the sidelines and are finally starting to enter the market. Yeah, and of course, with the tax time that's coming up, people are getting their tax refunds. If you file early, you could be getting it as soon as this week. And so prices, the more demand would start to come back. And on top of that, springtime, summertime, a lot of these, people, I certainly get spring fever, I guess, where I want to go buy something. And so that could easily come back into play with inventory starting to creep up after how as low as it's been. So if you're looking to buy a Tesla, it might be time to just try and not be as picky. You've probably been offering a lot of people out there on certain vehicles, and just figure out which one is the most reasonable, that's within your budget, and just try and strike a deal at the end of the day, because or at the end of the day, it could keep going lower as well. So we don't know. I mean, it could go either way. If Tesla releases more price discounts, we can certainly see that happening as well. But let's just take a look at the MMR, the auction values, to see if there's any sort of update to kind of what's been going on, to see if there's any newer values. If anybody wants to throw out a model out there, we can take a look, of course, Tesla only, and see, you gotta give me the year, the model, and to see kind of what the valuations are out there. Let's see. So we'll just start with, let's go with the big ones first. Model S market always gets destroyed, I would say. So let's take a look at Model S long range 2021. Okay, this is old, 64,000. That was, we think we saw that last time, but that's almost a week old at this point. Let's switch it to Model X. The refresh came in 2022. So let's see if what price are we? Ooh, wow. Whoa, that is low. Wow. Okay, 2022 Model X refresh. I don't think I've ever seen it that low. That is nuts. You can see the market has definitely gone down. That's for sure on the Model X. I think when I was looking, this was the last price target, and they have started to creep down a lot. So someone that was in here earlier looking at the Model X market, looking at refresh prices, they are starting to come down a lot. And this is definitely because of the most recent price decreases on the new side. That's for sure. Let's take a look at what else we got. Model 3 long range. Let's see here. Looks like it's creeping down a little bit, but pretty much staying in line for the Model 3. Nothing too crazy there. Let's look at the performance, see if there's anything, $46,000, $50,000. But, definitely I would say the market is going down slowly. A lot of these newer price decreases hasn't really gone into effect for some reason on the auction side. For some reason, I guess dealers are not factoring this $7,500 tax credit, which I don't know. It's weird to me for sure. But I was thinking that Model Y long range, because the brand new price is 52,990, I was easily thinking that some of these vehicles would be in the low 40s, but I guess still not yet. Maybe dealers are only looking at retail price and not factoring in the tax credit. That's for sure. But we're going to jump into some of the comments and some of the questions. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, which include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you schedule a call, or after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price, including financing rates and a couple credit unions on my buying guide that has interest rates as low as 3% to 4%, all the way up to 60 months. So definitely check it out if you're interested. And yeah, so Yang, what about a Porsche Taycan? Yeah, let's go take a look. I don't think I've ever pulled up the Taycan on here. So let's see, Taycan all-wheel drive. So like not the crossovers of the 4S. Let's see. Whoa, that should not, but that's not a lot of transaction data. So let's see if we put in all rear-wheel drive. Okay, here we go. 90,000, 88,000. Okay, trending down. But it doesn't look like, I think it's still holding strong for sure. Now that Ford is decreasing the Mach-E, do you think Hyundai, Volkswagen, Kia will follow suit and the market is going to crash? I would say so. I mean, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 was already pretty well priced. Same with the Kia EV6. But I mean, if they're hurting for sales, like I was literally just talking to a couple dealers that reached back out to me because of the Hyundai. I was at one point, I had a relapse or I had a misjudgment. I was shopping for a Ioniq 5, and then a couple of them reached out. They're willing to do MSRP or some sort of deal or something like that. So whereas before they were doing way more, like 5, 10, $15,000 markup, which I don't know if I could do that on a Hyundai for sure. Happy about, or C user, be happy you got parking sensors. Yeah, for sure. Well, the battery is dead after 8 years. I mean, that's why you got the warranty. If original owner of FSD on the car and sells it, does FSD pass to a new buyer? Yes, if it's a private sale, 100%. If it's going through Tesla might remove it. Do you think the Tesla is going to refresh the Model Y this year? No, I don't think so. Thoughts on a used Model Y with full self-driving, 50,000 for 45,000 for Tesla website? Depends on the year. If it's 2022, sure, why not? Any shop recommendation for San Diego? Paint protection, ceramic tinting? I don't. But in the SoCal area, like specifically like Irvine area, 24K shine for ceramic. They use this product called Geon, which is arguably the best. 24K shine in Santa Ana. And then for tint, I actually really recommend OC Tint Solutions in Anaheim. They are really good. I've tinted my past 3 Teslas there. I've made multiple videos about them. Really good quality, very fair price, and yeah, they do a ton of Teslas. For 24K shine, ask for Andre, the owner. Ask for the Dennis YouTube deal, and then for OC Tint Solution, ask for Jason, the owner. Ask for the YouTube Dennis deal as well. But I brought in all my Teslas to both of them. Really, really, really good quality work at the end of the day. All right. What else we got? Water break. When you make the final payment with the app, do you do a down payment separate from the finance source? Yes. Yeah, if you told Tesla you're using a down payment, then you would have to switch it. You just have to let them know what you're exactly doing so that they can itemize your account to its correct form. Let's take a look at the Model Y as well, actually. Whoa. Interesting. I actually had a friend that works at a dealer, told me, a public dealer. He sent me a screenshot today. His sister store traded in a 2021 Tesla Model 3 Performance with 59,000 miles. You want to guess what price they traded in for? This price would get Alexis very excited. If Alexis can guess it, that'd be funny. Should I do a bathroom break, or you're doing a bathroom break? They traded it in for, drum roll, it must have had like an accident or something like that. They traded it in for $25,000. That is, if that's not a steal, I don't know what is. Yeah, 2021 Model 3 Performance, 59,000 miles, $25,000. I mean, of course they're gonna retail that for whatever, but I don't even know. That's low. That is low. Like maybe it needed. I mean, 59,000 miles. It probably needs tires. Probably doesn't need brakes. Maybe it had some dings. Maybe it has a bad Carfax or something. But $25,000, they'll probably retail that for 33, 34, and still be okay. And it's the Houston market too, so it's not like somewhere far out that no one buys Teslas. That's crazy for sure. Ordered a Model Y on the day prices were slashed, getting the car on February 6th. Congrats, nice. What's the difference with hardware 4? We don't know yet, but it's supposedly it's only coming to the Cybertruck. But correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't think it's coming out for Model 3 and Model Y until after it comes out for the Cybertruck. Thanks, Dennis. They were all over the place for the up north. We'll save this video for reference. I actually made a couple of videos, or I made a video recently on what services I recommend for Teslas. I itemized both of those shops and show the Yelp pages and all that stuff. 35 Ming Chan. Whoa, welcome Ming Chan. Shout out to Ming Chan for coming in, joining the Tesla hacking channel and group. Hey, big fan. Thoughts on a 2022 long range? Do you think they'll go back in price? I have one that I'm waiting to sell. What's a good price point? Well, I'm glad you asked. We actually have 2020. The Manheim auction value is already pulled up. Let's take a look at Tesla Model Y long range. And they seem to be going anywhere from 46 to 48. So I would expect $45,000 for your 2022 long range if you were to wholesale it. If you sell privately, I bet you could get a little bit higher. Maybe. My Tesla app says all Model Y accessories that I picked up are compatible with the order that which I have, which weird. Interesting. I wouldn't order accessories from the Tesla shop, actually. I feel like they're all overpriced. I would just go to Amazon at the end. Alexis, 23K. You're almost there. Retail for 50K knowing Tesla. It wasn't a Tesla dealer. It was just a other shop, a regular dealer out there. But recapping today, big news from today, Tesla adding a $3,000 discount on the Model S and the X with trade-ins or free supercharging. Unfortunately, this is only on the Model S or the X. Hopefully they bring it to the Model 3 and the Model Y soon. I have big confidence that they will. Shout out to the Wall Street Journal for highlighting our cause, our Tesla refund, change.org/Tesla refund petition. Shout out to them for, shout out to Nora for highlighting our cause, and hopefully Tesla and the Tesla sales executives will finally come out and, address it, because, I really feel like a lot of owners were slighted. Another thing we went over today is the parking sensors seem to be coming back, at least for the functionality of the parking sensors using Tesla Vision. So hopefully that comes out soon, because it is kind of weird they took that feature away and didn't give some sort of replacement. Another tweet from Car Dealership Guy that the used car market may have bottomed out. So my recommendation is maybe start looking into buying a used one like this month, which is January. I know, end of the month, or maybe even February. But once we get into March, April with tax season, there is going to be a lot more buyers coming into the space that you'll be competing with as well. And then the big news coming out today is that Ford discounted the Mach-E by as much as $6,000. And which I think is even bigger news is that they are stating they're going to give some sort of concession to anyone that has paid a higher price in the past. So hopefully Ford can lead the way so Tesla can come back out and respond to that as well. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Was it the one that fell off a cliff? Ooh, too soon. Happy about wow, bingo. I was on the money and probably did not have PPF yet. Probably did not. Probably had a lot of rock chips. Probably really beat. I'm going to ask actually now, how was the condition of that 2021 Model 3 Performance? Because it probably was not in good condition at all. All right, but thank you. How much is the Dennis deal for window tint? It can really vary because. But the one thing I will say with tinting a Tesla, you have to be super careful because there's a lot of electronics like hidden that other tinters might not be aware about. Like if you specifically watch the video where I tinted the Model Y, and if you pause on some of the screenshots, you can see all the precautions that they take with like putting towels and stuff in different crevices. Because the worst thing you can happen, I've heard of this, the water or the spray that they use leaks down to the electronics, and yeah, you do not want that happening. And of course, they use really high quality tint, 3M, and their cuts are like literally right on the line. It's I've never seen better work than that for sure. Should I get the brand new car towed to these shops to prevent any road debris from getting into the car prior to those protection? I mean, California roads are gnarly. I think a lot of my yeah, I mean, if it's not too expensive, like maybe. I mean, I feel like I've transported a car from Irvine to LA before. It was like $200 on a carrier, but safer than sorry, right? Jonathan, will Model X refresh at 60K? I don't think so at this point. I think maybe in like 2 to 3 years, but not right. Yeah, not in the next year for sure. JCP, thanks. Do you think the Model Y prices will go up anytime soon in the next month or so? I think Model Y prices have a good chance of going up, especially the long range. It already went up $500, so I'm speculating it's going to keep going up 500 at a time until it hits that 49,990 mark, right under 55,000. But it seems like the deal is the Model Y standard range, 50,990, 50,990. That seems like the deal to get at. That's for sure. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Please hit that like if you enjoy it. Check out the links below if you want to support the channel. Check out the Patreon link down below if you want to support the channel. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for all the comments and the questions. Hopefully we got some good information today. Thanks for hanging out and chatting with us. I'll be back tomorrow, probably same time, like 5-ish, 5:30. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys in the next one. See ya.